Take that top out there, Mo.
One, two.
Kilkenny is trying to go.
Everybody in there, do you go to the side there? In tight, that's in tight there. Everybody in.
Hey, Peter.
You go down there?
Stay here, fine, you're right. Quick, in here.
That's the job. You can stand up there, you can stand up.
You stand up.
You mind down there.
It has to be everyone, lads.
Hour now, lads. Every fucking one of us. Hour, lads.
Big day for yourselves.
Hour. This is it, lads. Hour, everyone. Honestly, hard work. Never. Keep it going. All the time. Never give it up.
We get starting 15, lads.
No worries. That's it.
Somebody coming there.
Lads, squeeze in. Stand up for sake for the inside.
Somebody coming in there.
Is there someone else coming in? Oh, very good. Lads, sorry, just need to get the shot. Tiny little bit down on my soft. Lads, squeeze in. I'm sorry, I'm short. Wait,
You go up small, lads.
I know that.
Come on.
Yeah, lads, look at this way. Have a man to put that kind of stuff.
Oh, no, this is the one for his spray.
Cheers, lads.
Come on, lads.
Say hello to the camera. Say hi, dude. Say hi, dude.
Okay, lads, we have Marty Kennedy here from Freshford Club, and we'll just want to get a few comments from him before the match.
Well, we're delighted to be down here, lads, and looking forward to today. And it's a lovely setup, and it's a beautiful day. So we hope we have a grand game, and we hope to win.
Are you confident?
Well, we're hopeful. You never know on a day like this, you know. There's no track record behind either teams after advancing outside their own counties. But sure, we'll know shortly what it'll be like. We hope so, anyway.
Well, Dennis, as Marty said, we're absolutely thrilled to not alone win our first West Cork title, but win our first county, and hopefully win our first All-Ireland. It's a marvellous occasion. Great to see the whole parish here. Varfield, Redbarry, and it is absolutely fabulous. We're really looking forward to the match, and if we play to our strengths and like we played in other rounds, we should be there or thereabouts, hopefully. Pat, any comments?
Well, the same as Dennis, we're delighted to be here on this great day for both clubs. We're looking forward to a good sporting game of hurling, and we hope the best team will win, and we hope that will be St. James's on the day.
Brendan, what are your pre-match thoughts?
Well, it's a beautiful day anyway for it, and hopefully we'll have a good game. And I suppose the outfield are as well prepared as they can be. And hopefully may the best team win, and hopefully that'll be outfield.
Thank you very much.
Well, welcome to Rahina. We're here on this great day for St. James's Club of Arfield on their first All-Ireland hurling final, All-Ireland junior hurling final. That is against a team from Kilkenny, St. Lachtain from Freshford in County Kilkenny. The pipe band are leading both teams around the field at the moment. Everyone is ready and raring to go. I have a hurling expert here on my right, Dennis O'Sullivan. He's a good analyst, and also on my left I have Brendan Coon, a man that knows plenty about hurling. Brendan, your thoughts for the match?
Well, I suppose they're as well prepared as they can be. They're after coming through a lot of hard games, and we had the rub of the green so far. And there's plenty of hurling in the parish, and plenty of, we have a good panel there of about 20. How many is in the panel altogether, Dennis?
25.
There's 25 in the panel, and so I'd say we could nearly compete with any senior club now at this stage.
Well done, Brendan. And Dennis, your thoughts before the ball is poked in?
Well, I'm a bit nervous. Thanks for those kind words. I don't know about the expert part of it, but the lads look reasonably relaxed, and we've a very settled team. It's the same team now that's played a number of matches, and also this year, even since the county final, there's a couple of young lads came in there and did very well, like Sir Mark Evans, James O'Driscoll and these fellas. So we're looking forward to a cracking game. And if they can produce the kind of form that they played, especially against St. Ethan's, which I think was their best performance this year, if they can reproduce that, I think we should be there or thereabouts. Thanks, man.
Well done, Dennis. Both teams are over on the far side of the field now. The parade is just about to come to an end, and we're looking forward to a great game here in the next hour or so. There's a slight breeze blowing, but it's blowing across the field, and it won't affect either team. It's just blowing right across the field, so it won't make a difference on either half. Well, the St. James's team for today's match, in goal we have Diarmuid O'Donovan. The full back line is Dennis Fitzpatrick, Finbar McCarthy and Shawnee McCarthy. The half back line is Owen Deasy, Paul O'Sullivan and Shane O'Driscoll. At centre field, we have Kevin O'Brien and Seamus McCarthy. And the half-forward line is Micheál McCarthy, Damien Dooley and Alan Tobin. The full-forward line is Conor Hegarty, Kieran O'Donovan and Ian Evans. And the rest of the panel that are playing out there today, or that are representing our field out there today, are Patrick Griffin, James O'Driscoll, Andrew O'Leary, John O'Leary, Aidan O'Regan, Donica McCarthy, Mark O'Brien, Michael McCarthy, Mark Evans, Kevin O'Donovan and Stephen Cairns. And now we're sent to attention for Oran Levine. Well, we're just about to start here now. The St. James's team are playing from right to left. The players are in their position and we're ready to go. The referee for today's match is John McGrath and the linesmen are Neely Brosnan, Neely Brown and Donny Brown. And as we look at it, it's Paul O'Sullivan. He picks up the ball, half clears it out, is cut by the Kilkenny number 10. They're attacking. Corner forward has it. He tries a shot, picked up by Paul O'Sullivan again, and he runs out and clears it, half clears it out the field. It's cut by the number 14 from Kilkenny and whipped in and over the bar for the first score of the game. 1 point for Freshford. That's by the Kilkenny number 14. Is that him? Ball pucked out to the centre of the field, cut by Hall McCarthy. He runs down the sideline. He hits it across to Seamus McCarthy. Cut by Damien Dooley.
Lovely pass across.
Into Ian Evans, and Ian is fouled, and it's a free into St. James's. To be taken by their scorer-in-chief and captain, Damien Dooley. Pucks it in and over the bar for the first score for St. James's, and the score now is 1 point for Freshford from Kilkenny and 1 point for St. James's. Ball pucked out, gone beyond the centre of the field into the half-back, cut by number 11 for Kilkenny. This is cleared out there by Mr. Fitzpatrick, can't think of his first name. And here comes number 13 for Kilkenny. And the ball is in the back of the net. And it looks like it could be a square ball. I'm not sure at the moment. It looks like it's a square ball, but we're not sure. The umpire is calling the referee, having a discussion, both umpires and the referee at the back of the goal. It's a free out. It looks like a square ball, I think. Ball being poked out by goalkeeper Damon O'Donovan, out to the centre of the field. Whipped in again by the team from Kilkenny. Number 13 has it. Flicks it across the field, picked up by the corner forward number 15, and he puts it over the bar. Second point for St. Lachtain's from Freshford. Score now is St. Lachtain's 2 points, St. James's 1. Ball pucked out again, pushing it free in there to St. James's club. Kevin O'Brien got a push in the back as he went up for the ball. And it's taken again by Damien Dooley. And the ball is gone wide. Referee is having a little chat with one of the Kilkenny players. Ball pucked out again. Over on the far side of the field, it's whipped in around the goal again. Number 10 for Kilkenny has it. Picked up by Shane O'Driscoll and cleared out to Kevin O'Brien. Loses Hurling but kicks it down the field. Picked up by Kilkenny's centre field player and pucks it in again. Number 10 has it for Kilkenny and puts it over the bar. Score 3 points to St. Lachtain's, 1 point to Artfield, St. James's. Ball pucked out against the centre of the field. Kevin O'Brien goes up for it. Great catch by Kevin O'Brien. Gets a flick on the hand as he catches it, and a free in to St. James's. To be taken by Damien Dooley. And the ball is pucked in around the square. A dangerous one dropping inside. Backs and forwards go up for it. It's still on the ground. Michal McCarthy is on the ground, and the referee has gone up and he's making a decision. I think he's going to throw it in. It's a throw ball. The clash of the ash as Kevin O'Brien has it and moves in and has a shot blocked down, caught by Conor Hagerty, and he whips it across. And the ball in the back of the net. It's a goal for St. James's. Scored by Kieran O'Donovan. And the score now is St. James's a goal and a point, and St. Lachtain's 3 points. The ball pucked out again. back into the half-back line, in the Arfield half-back line. Whipped out there into the hands of the number 9 from Kilkenny, and he flicks it back over his head. Caught by the number 11. Tries to pick it up. He's hounded by Paul O'Sullivan. Kevin O'Brien fights for it, whips it up along the end line here, and Conor Hegarty gets it, and the ball out over the line. It's a line ball for Arfield, St. James's. Who's taking this? Line ball to be taken by Alan Tobin. He whips it up low along the in line. Conor Hegarty goes out for it, but it's caught and cleared out by the men from Freshford. Shane O'Driscoll has then whipped it in, first time into the half-hour line, caught by Ian Evans, and still over the bar for a great score. The score now, St. James of Arfield 1 goal and 2 points.
Another point for Arfield, Ian Evans.
St. Lachtain from Freshford 3 points. The St. Lachtain's goalkeeper is looking for a sliotar. One just arriving from the back of the goal now, and he's ready to take the puck out once again. Landing again into the Arfield half-back line, cut by Paul O'Sullivan. A great catch there, and he's fouled as he tries to clear it, and it's a free for Arfield. Shane O'Driscoll is moving over to take it. Hits a long one into the square, in around the square. Backs and forwards go up for it. Colin McCarthy goes forward there, but it's whipped out by the backs from Freshford. And it's gone out over the in-line for a line ball for St. James's. Alan Tobin to take this line ball. Whips it in into the square, and it's gone just wide. The breeze seems to have gone around a little bit and seems to be helping the lads from Kilkenny at the moment. Puck out again into the half-back line, caught by Kilkenny number 12, and he puts it over the bar. Score now is 1 goal and 2 points for Arfield, 4 points for St. Lachtain's of Freshford. Ball caught by Kevin O'Brien there in the centre of the field, and he whips it in into Damien Dooley goes for it. Kieran O'Donovan is beaten, and the ball is cleared out by Freshford. Shane O'Driscoll and goes for this one, low along the ground. Kevin O'Brien has it, and he whips it in. Damien Dooley has it. It's a ball across to Ian Evans, and Ian hits it just wide. Puck out again, coming all the way past center field and into the half-hour line for Freshford. Catch of the ash there as Shane O'Driscoll whips it. Kevin O'Brien is trying to get through. The number 8 has it for Freshford, and he runs at the Arfield defence, passes it over to the number 9. He passes it into the corner forward and puts it over the bar for a very good score. Score now 1 goal and 2 points to St. James's, 5 points to Freshford. Ball out around the centre again. And cut by Kilkenny number 11. Number 8 has it now and he's heading towards goal. Passes it across to number 10 and he flicks it just wide of the post. Score remains St. James's 1 goal and 2 points. Freshford 5 points. Ball pucked out again, out to the far side of the field. Kevin O'Brien goes up for it. Cut by one DC into Ian Evans. Ian is running into the corner and he has a go and hits it just left and wide. Both teams have had a few misses in the last few minutes. The puck out coming again. It comes all the way out into the half forward line for the Kilkenny team. Paul Sullivan goes up for it and bats it down. It's whipped in again. This one is whipped across into the corner. Seamus McCarthy runs out for it. He's on the ground and he gets a free. It's a free out. It's a free to St. James's. Diarmuid Donovan coming out to take the puck out, the free. And if he looks up, you can see Kevin O'Brien on his own, but he's been marked right now. A high one up. Ball stalemate in the middle of the field as and the referee, I think, he was going to throw in this ball. He throws it in, clashes the ash, there's a piece of a hurling gone missing. The Arfield full forward has it, Kieran O'Donovan, and he is fouled as he moves in, and there's a free into St. James's. Damien Dooley going over to take the free. It should be within his range. It's out on near the inline, but this one should go over the bar. And Damien whips a lovely ball in and over the bar for a great score. It's for St. James's. The score now is St. James's of Arfield, 1 goal and 3 points. St. Lachtain's from Freshford and Kilkenny, 5 points. Ball pucked out again. Well, batted down there by Seamus McCarthy. But the Kilkenny number 13 has it and he's running in. He's running into the corner. He's gone all the way and he puts the ball over the bar for good score. Score now. St. James has 1 goal and 3 points. And 6 points for Freshford from Kilkenny. Nothing in it. All to play for. Ball pucked out again. Seamus McCarthy goes up for it, was caught by Kilkenny number 8, and he's runs through and passes it into the number 11, and he's running right into the good save there by Diarmuid Donovan. The ball whipped out, cut by Shane O'Driscoll. Ball hit out of his hand. Freshford are still on the attack. Number 10 has it, and he whips it across. Number 8 has it now as he heads for goal and has a shot on the ball in the back of the net. Goal for Freshford from Kilkenny. Score now. St. Lachtain's from Freshford, 1 goal and 6 points. St. James's from Arfield and Cork, 1 goal and 3 points.
1-6-1-3.
There's an Arfield player on the ground at the moment. It's the fullback, Finbar McCarthy, getting attention.
referee is gone over. Finn Bell is still lying on the ground. I think his legs are moving, so he's still alive anyway. Play held up here at the moment as Finn Bell is being attended to. And I'll ask Brendan Coon about his thoughts on the game so far.
Well, so we were unlucky that last goal, but Freshford's forwards all 6 of them seem to be good. I think 4 out of the 6 have scored. Kieran Donovan got a great goal. Kevin O'Brien is playing a stormer at midfield. I think Finbar McCarthy is just using his head at the moment. He's just lying down for his his rest that he usually has at every match to give the rest of the lads a breather. So I'd say it's all to play for. There's a puck of the ball in it. There's 3 points in it. It's a puck of the ball and they're 2 very even teams. But we have our work cut out if we have to win it, because Freshford seem to have their forwards seem to be their key players, and they're good. They're number 8 at midfield, who scored that last goal. He needs to be kept an eye on as well. Paul O'Sullivan is playing well. Shane is starting to play well. He hasn't got into it that much. Michal McCarthy started very well, but Damien Dooley's free taking is excellent, and I expect more of our key players to get into the game, and it's too early to say yet what's going to happen.
Okay, Brendan. Finbar is still lying on the ground, and it looks like he's badly injured, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he has to come off. Dennis O'Sullivan, we might give us your thoughts on the game so far.
As you say there, I think Finbar is going off. I think maybe James O'Driscoll there is coming into the team, which shouldn't weaken it that much, but it's very disappointing if we lose our full back. He's after a fabulous year, and he looks quite motionless there, and I think that was a sign to the bench that they need a substitution. As Brendan said there, their Freshford forwards look really sharp. Up this wing here, number 10 and 13 have played a lot of the ball, good striking, but having said that, we've done pretty well ourselves. I think Ian Evans looks very sharp up there in the corner, and Damien Dooley looks sharp, and again, as Brendan said, Kevin O'Brien is having a stormer in the middle of the field, his usual game. Maybe get a bit more assistance from Finton towards the rest of the game, and the half-back line, which were dominant all the year, don't seem to be as dominant at the moment, but they're playing well and they're sticking to their guns good enough. And we're a good second half team and a good spirit in the team, so hopefully we'll drive on from here. There's a pity about that goal, but it was a good goal from their point of view.
But as Dennis said, there's still only a puck of the ball, or as Brendan said, there's only a puck of the ball in it, and we hope that St. James will be able to stay with the Kilkenny lads, and hopefully we'll have the right result in the end. Finbar is still on the ground. We don't know what the injury was, but it looks like he won't be taking any further part in this game.
I have to say something about Finbar there. Sorry, I said it first. My first thoughts that Finbar was just having a rest, but it seems now this will be more serious. So my initial thoughts were wrong, unfortunately, and I hope he doesn't. I'm still hoping he doesn't have to go off, because he's one of our, he's probably our main key man in the backs all the year. He's our full back, and he's one of our older players, and he's the man with experience, and he also gives guidance to the rest of the backs. So it will be a major upset if he has to go off.
That's true, Brendan, and it looks like number 17 is on the field for St. James's. That's James O'Driscoll. We're not sure where he'll be playing yet, but yes,
they'll probably have to reshuffle the team, and James will probably be playing his usual wing back position, I imagine. It looks like he's on number 10. Have you any thoughts who they'll bring back full back, Dennis?
I think it looks like James's brother Shane O'Driscoll is going in full back, and he should have plenty of pace for it. He'll be a bit of a loss in the half back line, but he has great pace and a great reader of the game. So hopefully in 1 week the situation. And as I said earlier, James O'Driscoll came on in a couple of other games and really played brilliantly and could count himself maybe a bit unfortunate not to be in the starting lineup. So as the panel could come into play, you need more than 15 to win any game. But, unfortunate now, Finbar McCarthy is getting a well-deserved round of applause. He took a heavy knock there. I think there's a way he might have clashed even with one of his own players. But as usual, Finbar, one of the most committed on the team, and it was a hard clash and he went down. So I'm not sure of the injury actually. So that's
Dennis. The ball is ready to be poked out again. Landing out here just beyond centre field. Kevin O'Brien goes up for it. Whipped in by Damien Dooley. By Michal McCarthy. Connie Hagerty has it and he kicks it in, but it's whipped out again by Kilkenny lads and out over the line for a line ball. A line ball here on the side of the field to be taken by the sub that just came on, James O'Driscoll. And he whips it. A good ball in. Caught by Kilkenny. Number 8, and he whips it out. Paul O'Sullivan backs down the ball there. And but it's caught by Kilkenny. It's blocked down again. Conor Hagerty has it. Paul O'Sullivan gets a free as he tried to pick it up, and it's free for St. James's. The free to be taken by Damien Dooley. Finbar McCarthy, I see him back over and behind the goal, and he's up and he's. It
wouldn't surprise me if Finbar actually came. I have seen him going off before, and he actually came back on.
Yeah,
the second half. It wouldn't surprise me. Hopefully he's not too badly injured, and hopefully he might be able to make a return.
Yes, Brendan. Bowson in there, and another wide for St. James's. Score at the moment is Kilkenny 2-6. Sorry,
there was a goal between them anyway.
1-6. Sorry. St. James's 1-3. Kilkenny on the attack again by number 13, and he hits it across to number 9, and he pucks it over the bar. Another point for Kilkenny. 1 goal and 7 for Freshford from Kilkenny. 1 goal and 3 points for St. James's from Airfield. We've just heard that Finbar's injury is a rib injury. Hopefully he's not too bad. The ball being poked out again by Diarmuid O'Donovan. And out to the centre of the field. Chopped down there on James O'Driscoll. And there's a free in for St. James's. Damien Dooley to take it. This should be landing in around the square. About 65 yards out from the goal. Damien gets ready to take this one and hits a good ball in, landing in, and it's gone in around the square, and it's a goal. It's a goal for St. James's by Kieran O'Donovan again. It's second goal for St. James's, and the score now is St. James's 2 goals and 3 points, and Freshford from Kilkenny 1 goal and 7. 1 point between the sides now, and time-wise we have about 5 minutes left of normal time in this first half. A free here for Kilkenny. Freshford from Kilkenny. It's a free in. Their number 11 is on the ground. the game is held up here for him in another while as a player from Kilkenny is on the ground. He gets up and it's free in for Freshford.
I'd just like to say that Pat, Kieran O'Donovan is back to his brilliant best today. 2 goals. He got 3 goals in the West Cork final, in our first West Cork final, and I think if they send in plenty ball into him, that he's capable of doing great damage in there.
That's right, Dennis. And another point there now for Freshford from Kilkenny, and they lead now by on a scoreline of 1 goal and 8 points to St James's 2 goals and 3. Ball caught here by Paul O'Sullivan, and he whips it into the forward line, but it's cleared out. It's number 4 from Freshford. He was fouled as he came out, and he's having a chat with Conor Hagerty at the moment, and it's a free out. It's a free out to the team from Freshford. And a yellow card there for Conor Hagerty. So he'll have to be careful for the rest of the game. The free being taken by the goalkeeper for the Kilkenny side, and he whips a dangerous looking ball into the square, caught inside by the Kilkenny lads. Damon O'Donovan comes out, and Kieran's half blocked down, but it looks like the St James's goalkeeper Dermot is on the ground at the moment. I think he might have got the end of a hurley as he cleared that ball, and the referee is gone in, and he's writing something on his black book. It looks like it's a yellow card for the Freshford player.
I've noticed the change as well in the outfield team there. Conor Hagerty and Alan Tobin has gone to the corner, and Conor Hagerty has come out to the wing forward. It seems to be suiting Conor a bit better. He's went for a few balls there in the last while. He seems to be making a bit of an impact.
Okay, Brendan. Ball over on the centre again. Well held there by Shane. Cut by Conor Hagerty. He moves it up along to Kevin O'Brien, and Kevin moves in. He's still going through, and he flicks it across to Damien Dooley, and Damien whips it into the corner, but it's cut by number 4 for Freshford, and he clears it out. Caught again by Kevin O'Brien, and it's a free for St James's for a tackle on Kevin O'Brien there. And Damien Dooley will take the free once again. Two points between the teams at the moment. It's all to play for, and there's about 2.5 minutes of normal time to play in this first half. We probably will have a few minutes extra for the stoppages.
I'm not sure, but I think I've noticed another change. I think Micheál Hawley McCarthy has moved to centre back, it seems. I'm not sure where Paul has moved to. Paul Sullivan. I presume he's gone to the... Is he gone... Dennis, where is Paul? Is he gone to fill the right corner, right half forward position? This Paul...
Swap there between...
He's playing well at centre back, but it can't do any harm because Micheál was a bit out of it at wing forward, so hopefully it'll bring him into the game.
Okay, Brendan. While all that was happening, Arfield missed a free there on about a minute ago, and the ball is down here on the side of the field now, and it's a line ball for Freshford. It's tucked back here into the pass back to number 8, and he heads for goal, but is penalised for overcarrying, and it's a free out for St. James to be taken by James O'Driscoll, and he whips it into the half-forward line. Damien Dooley has it now, and he has a shot, and it goes over the bar for a great point for Damien, great point for St. James's to leave 1 point between the sides. Now, just coming up to half-time. Score now is Freshford from Kilkenny, one goal and 8 points. St. James from Marfield, 2 goals and 4. The ball being cleared out here, hot by Michal McCarthy. Kevin O'Brien goes for it. It's on the ground at the moment, but Kilkenny have it, and they're moving towards the goal. It's still whipped in, still in the danger. Dennis Fitzpatrick has it, and he clears it out. Blocked down, and the ball gone over the bar. For a score for Freshford to make it 1 goal and 9 points for Freshford. 2 goals and 4 for St. James's of Arfield. The ball pucked out, landing just beyond the halfway line. A great catch by Kevin O'Brien. Conor Haggerty has it now, and he whips it in. Caught by Alan Tobin, and he's heading for goal. And it's a great goal! A great goal for St. James's, scored by Alan Tobin. To make the score now, St. James's 3 goals and 4 points. Freshford from Kilkenny, 1 goal and 9. A 1 point lead for St. James's at the moment. A great goal there.
Wonderful goal, vintage Alan Tobin. We haven't seen him get that many goals this year. Generally scores more points, but a great darting run, and I think the defender made a mistake. He tried to take him out of it physically, and Alan just brushed past him and buried it with a wonderful shot at the goal.
Yes, but now Kilkenny are on the attack again as their number 10 comes in, and he hits a great ball across into the shot blocked down. Stalemate around the goal at the moment. Cleared out. The goalkeeper has it, David has it. He's moving out, and he's fouled as he tries to come out. And it's a free out for St. James's. Great time to get a goal, Dennis.
Absolutely brilliant. We had that knack in West Cork to get goals at vital times, just when the game might be slipping away a small bit. But Freshford, even though they have very good forwards, they don't look like scoring any goals at the moment. The defence are really packing them down, and Arfield are really coming into this game now. Kevin O'Brien, as I say, playing a blinder there around the middle of the field.
Okay, Dennis.
I just have to compliment Alan on that wonderful goal again. He started reasonably quiet, and he had moved the corner forward, and it just shows his character that he can score a goal like that.
Kilkenny on the attack again
at a vital time.
Okay, Brendan. Kilkenny on the attack, being cleared out at the moment. Dennis Fitzpatrick has it. Shot blocked down. Owen DC trying to pick it up. Stalemate at the moment. Number 12 for Kilkenny has it, and he turns around and whips it wide. It's wide ball. The score here at the moment, Freshford from Kilkenny, 1 goal and 9 points. St. James's from Airfield, 3 goals and 5. Sorry, it's 3-4 for St. James's, a 1 point lead at the moment. And that's the score as the referee blows his whistle for half time. And the teams move into the dressing room for a well-deserved rest. Brendan, what your thoughts right now?
Well, at the moment, Arfield seem to have the advantage with that wonderful goal, and Freshford did look very good, their forwards, especially in the first 10 minutes or a quarter of an hour, but every time we seem to get a goal or get on top, their heads seem to drop a bit. So maybe it's possible that if we're going to win this game, it's our character that's going to win it, because we seem to have come through more, and Freshford have the forwards, all right, but we seem to have just as good a forwards at the moment, and we seem to be winning. Our backs seem to be that bit stronger than theirs. And Kieran O'Donovan has got 2 wonderful goals as well, which has kept us in the game.
And that goal by Alan Tobin came at just at the right time.
Just at the right time. As I said before, he was having a quiet game and he scored at the vital time. Now, also, Conor Hegarty seems to be coming into it a bit more, and he's a bundle of energy out there. And if things start to click for him, he could make all the difference. Also, Ian Evans scored a wonderful point earlier on, and unfortunately he had 2 misses, but he seems sharp. But I'd like to see him. He's gone quiet for the last 5 or 10 minutes, but I assume that he will get back into it again in the second half. All in all, it's all to play for, and I think the advantage is with us at the moment. If I was a bookie, I would definitely be given the odds to Arfield.
And the fact that Finbar went off, do you think the changes are working?
Well, it's hard to know as yet because not too many balls has actually went into Shane Driscoll. Shane Driscoll, I have never seen him playing full back before, my first time ever. But Shane Driscoll is such a natural hurler; he can play in any position, and it definitely should improve. Micheál McCarthy was having a quiet game, wing forward. He definitely should improve him coming to centre back to a more natural position for him. But Paul was having a good game at centre back, but Paul is a natural hurler and he has played it wing forward on several occasions and he's quite capable of having a very good game there.
That's right, Brendan. Your thoughts at half time, Dennis?
Well, I think we're very much in this game, as we've alluded to there a couple of times, getting goals at vital times. It must be very disheartening for Freshford. They'll feel that they played extremely well and that they're still a point down. They're still a point down at this stage in the game at half time. The breeze, it kind of comes and goes a little. So I think the reason there maybe for Micheál going centre back, there are 2 midfielders, particularly number 8. He comes through, he looks very fast, strong on the ball, and he comes through the middle, and I think Micheál might be there to stop him. And also the centre forward, very big tall chap, and he's putting up the hand there, he's catching a few good balls, so we hope that Micheál McCarthy will curb that at centre back.
Okay, Dennis. Marty Kennedy, you're a follower of the Freshford team. Your thoughts at half time?
We're not going too good. And if anyone thought this was going to be a pushover, they know now they're in a game. But some of our players, our forwards are not going too bad in fairness to them, but our defending, I'd say, is terrible. There's some brutal goals have to be conceded there, and if they don't sharpen up there, we won't be bringing home any cup.
But they look fairly strong around the centre.
Not too bad. We have some good young lads around there, yeah. But it's a bit nervous, I'd say, in fairness to them. I mean, this is a big step up for a lot of these lads, And I mean, all Irelands are taken very seriously in Kilkenny, and I'm sure in Cork as well, and in Limerick, everywhere where there's hurling played. But we just have to loosen up a bit and a little bit more concentration, and we'd be hopeful then.
A lot of good scores out there in the first half on both sides.
There was, yeah. We got some good ones, and so did Arfield. They're throwing around. There's a couple of nippy forwards there. A couple of the forwards are nice ball players, and they're good, and they know where the posts are,
Yeah, Kilkenny are getting the points, but Arfield are getting the goals. It's keeping them in the game.
Yeah, we're after conceding. 3 very soft goals, really, and it's just a little bit of more concentration, a bit of tightness, and and trying. If we eliminate that, we'd be hopeful,
Okay, Marty.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, both teams are back out on the field here in Rahena, and we're getting ready to start. The referee is looking at his watch and ready to throw in the sitter for the start of the second half of this All-Ireland Junior Hurling Final between the team from St. James's of Arfield and the team from Kilkenny, from Freshford from Kilkenny. This half-time score is St. James's 3 goals and 4 points, Freshford 1 goal and 9. The teams are ready for the The throw-in. St. James is playing from left to right in this half, favoured by a little bit of a breeze. Ball is in, and the Freshford are ready, attacking straight away. In fact, the referee is throwing in the ball. Number 13 has it for Freshford, beaten by Micheál McCarthy, and he comes over it, quick and low along the ground. Damien Dooley has it, he goes for it, ball moving up the field again. Number 8 for Freshford has it, and pucks it into the cut by James O'Driscoll, and he whips it out to Damien Dooley. In fact, it's Kevin O'Brien has it now, and he's fouled as he tries to go down the field, and there's a free for St. James's to be taken by Damien Dooley. Kevin is down on the ground at the moment, but I don't think he's badly injured or anything. He's just it looks like he got a knock on the leg, being attended to there by Liam Evans. So play held up here for the moment as Kevin O'Brien is being attended to. And when we resume, the free will be taken by Damien Dooley. As I say, the little bit of a breeze seems to be favouring St. James's for the second half. Kevin is still down on the ground. It looks like it's not a bad injury, Dennis. I think it's just a knock on the leg.
Yeah, it could be a dead leg, you know. You got to get a knee into the thigh or something. I mean, took him out of it there physically, and he going through. But I don't think it's that serious. He'll get rubbed down at the moment, and I'm sure knowing Kevin, he'll be back and to play his usual starmer of a game.
Okay, Dennis. He's getting some of the magic spray at the moment, and I'm sure he'll be up in less than a minute. And that's it. He's on his feet again. And we're ready to resume play, and Damien Dooley will take the free. Damien pucks it in. A dangerous one landing at the edge of the square, but it's cleared by the Freshford lads out to this side of the field. Micheál McCarthy is going through, and he whips it, kicks it in. Paul O'Sullivan goes for it. Micheál has it again, but it's taken out of his hand and it's cleared out. In fact, it's a free out. It's a free out for Freshford. Freshford player fouled as he tried to pick up that ball, and the goalkeeper will take this one from this side of the field. He's been asked to take a few steps back.
There's a loose man here, pad number 6. Someone want to take him up.
Yes, he's on his own there, and but the ball comes up to this side of the field, and Ondisi comes out for it, but the number 8 has it, and he's moving through. The ball knocked out of his hand. Paul O'Sullivan has it, and he whips it down the field again. Kevin O'Brien goes up for it here. On the ground at the moment. Conor Hegarty comes in, tries to whip. It's caught by Damien Dooley, and he pucks it across here to Kevin O'Brien. Kevin is hindered a bit by that leg still, but he gets the ball into the corner, into Alan Tobin. Alan goes after it, and puck back out again. Ian Evans. Alan is back, and he whips it across the goal. Coming out here under pressure by the full forward, Kieran O'Donovan. The ball is still in around the goal, but it's It's caught hit by the number 7 from Freshford, and he whips it down to the side of the field. Shane DC goes up for it. The ball's on the ground right here in front of us, and caught by Micheál McCarthy, whips it across to Damien Dooley, and he pucks it in and around the goal, but the goalkeeper has it and comes out and clears it down the field on the far side of the field. Caught again by James O'Driscoll, but the ball gone into the Freshford number 15, and he pucks it, and it's gone just wide. Ball moving from one side of the field to the other. A very close game here at the moment. It's just 1 point between the teams, Brendan.
I think Freshford are trying to do the impossible. Number 15 took a shot for a point there. That's the major difference between Ardfield and them. I think the Ardfield forwards are that bit cuter. They wouldn't have taken a shot from that far out.
Okay, Brendan. Ball on the far side of the field now, being cleared out the but it's gone over the line, and it's a line ball for St. James's. To be taken by, it looks like James O'Driscoll is taking this one. Still just 1 point between the sides. And as we speak, the injured Finbar McCarthy has just come to join us here, and he might help us to analyse the rest of this game, seeing that he can't do anything else for out there on the field. Your injury, Finbar, is it serious, or is it?
No, it's thinking that. Only a couple of bruised ribs, that's all. Thinking that.
And
just a bit sore.
Your thoughts on the game, Finbar?
We're not doing too bad. Their forward line is fairly quick, like, but we're still well in it, like. We're still well in it, like, you know. We're a lad. Oh shit!
Thanks, Finbar. This ball is caught by number 12 and sent over the bar, and the sides are level now. A ball that should have been cleared. The scoreline now reads Ardfield 3-4, Freshford from Kilkenny 1-10. All to play for both sides. Ball out in the centre of the field. It's Kilkenny on the attack again. Number 10 has it and has a shot at goal, but it looks like this ball is going to go wide.
I'd have to agree there with Brendan. What Brendan said, there was another puck from 70 yards out or over it. I think they should be working the ball in better, but from our point of view, it is great. We're delighted.
Also on the attack here, he tries to pick up the ball. It's Paul has it again, and he whips it into the middle of the field. Caught by number 11 for Kilkenny.
I'd say O'Brien is in trouble. Kevin O'Brien is in trouble. I think they moved him in the forward.
And Kilkenny are Freshford are going forward, but it's caught by. Ball over on the far side in the dangerous space, but it's coming out by being brought up by Micheál McCarthy. He's sent it to his brother Seamus, and Seamus come down the field and pass it across to Conor Hagerty. Shot blocked down, and Freshford on the attack again. James O'Driscoll just gets his hurley to it, and the ball's gone out over the end line, and it's a line ball to the Freshford team. Dennis?
It looks very serious here. I think Kevin went to shoulder one of the Freshford players there and came off a very poor second. It looks like shoulder or collarbone or something. I think they're signalling to the bench that we need a substitution. And Kevin has been our one of our star players all the year, and he'll be a terrible loss, but he's still on the ground, and the referee and the medical team are around him, but it doesn't look great. So hopefully we can lift it. And I think there's a sub coming on. I think it's Mark Evans probably. So we'll really be put to the pin of our collar now. But knowing the character that's in this side, there's no way we're going to come out second best, they'll give it their best shot, and there's no doubt about that. He's up again, Kevin. Things mightn't be as bad as they seemed, but things aren't hectic either. They'll give him every chance. Thanks, Pat.
Yes, I think Kevin is getting assistance out here to the sideline. I think that's the end of Kevin's game today. This is a sad sight to see Kevin coming off the field, but I suppose that's what substitutes are there for. It looks like Mark Evans is in the team. I don't know how they're going to change around, Brendan.
They'll probably reshuffle the team around. We're not quite sure what way they will do it. Whether they'll count Mark too young to put midfield or not. I presume they probably will. They have Hawley McCarthy pushed. They could have brought him to midfield and maybe put Paul back at centre back again. That may have worked, but I'm not quite sure what they're going to do. I'm not sure who they have brought to midfield. Dennis, who have they brought to midfield, do you know?
We'll just wait now in this free until the play settles down. We'll know, because people are running all over the place at the moment. So
okay.
We're not completely sure. I think Kieran O'Donovan might be after coming out around the middle there. He's out at the moment anyway. Yes. Whether he's roaming out from full forward or whether he's after coming out, and that would probably be a good choice. But then you lose the ability to get goals inside a full forward. But
then again, we're ahead at the moment. So we're ahead, aren't we?
Level at the moment. No, Brendan, level.
We're level at the moment. So
now Freshford on the attack here again. Number 10 has gone all the way in, and he tries to flick it across to the corner forward, but it's a free in for Freshford. Just about 20 yards out from the goal.
A bit untypical of Kilkenny teams. Their biggest abilities are usually their craft and their cuteness, especially around the square. But even though they have 6 good forwards, they're lacking that bit of craft. And as Dennis said a while ago, they don't seem to work the ball in. And they missed, one of the corner forward pulled on the ball there, even though that they have two county minors playing on this team. That should have been a goal there for Freshford, and they seem to make a bundle of it. They did things wrong again. And I think Ardfield's craft might get them there, maybe. Kevin is going to be a huge loss. But we're up against it. We should never know.
And that ball was sent in. We're not actually, the white flag has gone off. It is a fine for Freshford.
Disputing that one there.
It looks like there's a bit of controversy about that score, I think. We're not too sure, but we think the point was given. The ball down here on this side. Freshford on the attack again. Number 8 is gone up along the line. He picks it up off the ground. Clear down here by Shane O'Driscoll. Ian Evans under it, and he gets it. And Alan Tobin whips it into the corner. Ian has it inside, and he hits a great ball across, but no one in there. It's white ball. I think that point was given down there.
I think so. I think it has been. I thought the umpire on this side had his hand up that he was calling the referee. So I'm not sure. I didn't watch the referee, but I presume it was written down.
It could be. Hopefully, Freshford won't go ahead from Ardfield point of view, because it seems like that once we're ahead of Freshford, our heads seem to go down a bit. Paul Sullivan is having a brilliant game, and when Freshford's heads seem to go down every time they go behind, so hopefully we can keep them that way.
Alan Tobin has it now and fires a shot goalwards, but it's short and it's into the goalkeeper's hands. Ball cleared out. James O'Driscoll goes up for, beaten by number 10 for Kilkenny. He's trying to pick it up. Ball still on the ground, and it's the referee has gone over. Another Ardfield player on the ground. I'm not sure who it is this time. So the score line here now is St. James's 3 goals and 4 points. Freshford is 111. That's 1 point lead for Freshford at the moment. Can you see who's on the ground there?
I think that's Conor Hagerty. I think he got a belt when from your player was swinging just to take a puck. I think it was probably accidental, and Conor, as enthusiastic as ever, was in like a hare, and he just got the belt of the hurley, the swing of the hurley. I think Mark Evans, a great block down there. He was a bit unlucky that it went wide. It was great to see him starting well after coming on. He's playing corner forward. So the team has changed around a little. Kieran O'Donovan is definitely out around the middle, whether he's actually playing midfield or not. He probably is, I'd say.
Mark Evans would be definitely a very good substitute. I know it is probably impossible to replace Kevin, but you know he's as good a forward as what has been on the field, Mark Evans, and you know he's
getting scores as well.
He's quite capable of getting. He got in the Munster final, was it? He got a brilliant goal that very few players can get.
That's right.
And hopefully he can do it again. He's quite capable of getting scores. He's a bit of a goal poacher, a bit like Kieran Donovan in some ways.
Yes, Brendan, play still held up here as the medical side of the panel are attending to Conor.
I think that, Pat, the one thing we must stop doing, we didn't do it in the first half, we've done it twice in this half, is hitting balls in short. The keepers out there picking up 2 balls there, and it's terrible to see in the games, fighting to have a shot and hit it wide, or else try and work it in and puck it over the bar.
That's right, Dennis, because they're attacking straight away again and moving the ball up the field. Play still held up here as Conor he's still on the ground.
It's a great credit to Sean McCarthy over in the playing cornerback. He's on a Kilkenny minor, and he's done reasonably well on him. It's a great credit to him. Number 7 as well is for Freshford is supposed to be another Kilkenny minor, and I haven't seen him. He hasn't shown that. Well, Micheál McCarthy was on him in the beginning. Now Paul Sullivan is on him. I suppose there'll probably be two of our better players, and I suppose they have probably kept him quiet.
Okay, Brendan. I think Conor is going off the field. Is being helped off the field at the moment, so it looks like we'll have to bring on another sub.
We're very unlucky.
I see Kevin O'Brien going over across there. I wonder is he anxious to come back in?
I think he must have got a miracle cure there along the sideline, because he's back on the field, and it's fabulous to see him out there. And hopefully he's not too impeded by his injury. He seems to be limping a small bit, but he's moving reasonably well.
Yes, Kevin is back in on the team, and the play resumes. James O'Driscoll has the ball at the moment. Hits it across here to Paul O'Sullivan, and he tries to pick it up, but the centre back for Freshford comes out and clears it down the field into number 12, and he has a shot well blocked down there. Shane O'Driscoll has it, and he pucks it away down the field into the forward line by Alan Tobin. Mark Evans going out after it. Ball on the ground at the moment. Stalemate. But Kilkenny have it, and they clear it and bring it up the field. Ball over the far side of the field now, and Freshford have it again. Moving along and pucking it over the bar. The score now 1-12 for Freshford from Kilkenny, 3-4 for St. James's. Ball pucked out to this side of the field. Kevin goes up for it again, but it seems to be impeded. That leg isn't is holding back a small bit, I think. But the ball has gone wide. Down on the a wide for Freshford there. Ball being poked out again. Alan Tobin goes up for this one. And Kilkenny have it. They move up, but it's gone out over the line, and it's a line ball for St. James's.
I think, Pat, Hartfield need a score pretty badly at this stage. Freshford seem to be getting a little on top.
Yes, indeed.
We haven't scored since half time, so we definitely do need a score in the next 5 minutes. There's 20 minutes gone in the second half, but it's very stop-start with the injuries, so hopefully we can get a score in the next couple of minutes.
Ball held by Paul O'Sullivan there, and he pucks it in and pucks it over the bar for a great score for St. James's. Yes, indeed.
Brendan Paul, badly needed. Great character from Paul. But I'm still worried about Kevin O'Brien's injury. I don't know if he'll be able to continue on the field.
He's limping on that leg, and he can't move at full pace.
I would be inclined to give him another few minutes there, but if not, I think he has it now. He has the ball now, so maybe.
Ball into Alan Tobin, and he has it go and pucks it. Oh, wide, just wide. Unlucky. A great effort there by Alan Tobin, just went right of the upright and wide.
Just as we thought things were going bad for Hartfield, they seem to. I know that was misfortunate wide there, but they seem to be back into the game again, and it's looking very good for them now again. They look like match winners again.
Well, over the far side of the field now, and the Freshford are on the attack. The ball pucked in and pucked all the way over the bar. A great long range point there from Freshford, and there are 2 points between the teams again. Paul O'Sullivan catches a great ball there in the centre of the field and heads goalwards. But was bottled up inside and had no one to pass it to. Ball out the field. James O'Driscoll on the attack. Ball into Michal McCarthy's on the attack now. And his foul as he goes through, and it's a free into St. James's. Two points between the teams at the moment. The score line reads St. James's 3 goals and 5. In fact, it's 3 goals and 6 now. As it's still 3 goals and 5. That was uncharacteristic miss by the captain. It's 3 goals and 5 points to Freshford's 1 goal and 13. Ball pucked out to Shane. Owen DC goes up for it. His ball's on the ground at the moment. Paul O'Sullivan picks it up and heads goalwards. He passes across to Damien Dooley. Damien pucks it over the bar for a great score. That makes up for the miss that we had a couple of minutes ago.
I just have to say that I have to give a special credit to Paul Sullivan. He has shown great character. I know Damien got that last point, but it was Paul that passed it to him. He's showed absolutely brilliant character in the last 5-7 minutes.
Playing well at the moment. Ball caught again by Kevin O'Brien there, and he tries to kick it. Caught by number 12 for Freshford, and the ball is popped in and over the bar, and it's another point for Freshford to put 2 points between the sides again. The score of 1-14 for Freshford, 3 goals and 6 points for St. James's.
Unfortunately, our goal poacher seems to be playing out the middle of the field at the moment, or is he gone in?
He's gone in full forward again.
He's gone in again, so I think we need another goal in order to win this game.
Freshford on the attack again now, but the ball picked up there by James Fitzpatrick. The ball blocked down as he tried to clear it, and it's Jimmer has it inside, and he comes out the field and clears it out to James O'Driscoll, and he whips it down on the far side of the field. But Freshford have it again, and they're on the attack, and there's a high dangerous ball being driven in. Dennis Fitzpatrick goes for it. He comes out and tries to clear it. Ball blocked down.
moved out here to the sideline, and number 8 has it, and he flicks it into the corner forward, who puts it over the bar for another good score for Freshford. 3 points between the sides now. The ball out around the centre here again. Kevin O'Brien goes up for it and catches a great ball. Moves it out to Alan Tobin. Alan in around the centre, passes into Damien Dooley, and he puts it over the bar for another great score for St. James.
In the last 5 minutes, Pat, I think we've seen some wonderful hurling from both sides.
Yeah, indeed.
And very befitting for an All-Ireland final, and even for a lot higher grade than this. There's some fabulous points being scored there in the last 3 or 4 minutes on both sides. Good long-range points.
Freshford seem to have brought out a sub on Paul Sullivan. I'm not quite sure where number 7 is. Number 17 is playing on him now, and I think it's very dangerous for Freshford because Paul is playing absolutely fabulous at the moment. But I still think Hartfield, we need to get a couple of points fast, or else we need a goal in order to win this game.
2 points between the sides at the moment. The ball play being held up. There's another sub coming on for St. James's. I think Andrew O'Leary is on corner back, and it looks like Dennis Fitzpatrick is gone off.
I thought Dennis was playing reasonably well. He was very energetic there at the back line.
Freshford on the attack now again. Ball hit across, and it's a goal for Freshford. A goal for Freshford, and it's now they now seem to be in the driving seat. They're moving it on again. Andrew O'Leary tries to clear this one. Clears it on the second attempt. The ball caught by Shane O'Driscoll, and he moves it down the field. It's a great ball into Ian Evans. Ian is, but it's cleared out again by Freshford. And it's a free in. The Freshford player was fouled there as he was going through. They seem to have their tails up at the moment, Brendan. Going well, that goal.
They seem to have, and as I said in the beginning, as regard Freshford, when they're in front, they seem to be able to play that bit better. So I think we need something extra special to get back into this game in the next. And if we can't get back into it in the next 5 minutes, and Kevin is still limping in the middle of the field, our injuries are really telling against us at the moment.
And that ball is wide, so there's 5 points between the teams at the moment. 5 points between the teams, and there's just 3 minutes left in this game, plus whatever the referee will add on for injury, as Michal Bridges tries to go through. The ball picked up by Ian Evans there, and he hits it across here to the side of the field. Paul O'Sullivan racing out for it, picks it up and moves in along the in-line, and he's heading for goal. He passes it back. Alan Tobin is going for it. Ball on the ground at the moment. Alan Tobin is fouled, and there's a free in for St. James's.
Just about 2 minutes left, but I presume there'll be 5 minutes of injury time, or very near it. And so there was a lot of injuries in this half. They're showing great character there at Hartfield at the moment. Good clearances there from Shane O'Driscoll. And the forwards are as eager and as hungry as ever, so hopefully this one will go over the bar. Great point there for Damien Dooley from an acute angle. Just 4 points, I think, as Brendan says. We definitely need a goal. We need Kieran to come up trumps with another goal for his second hat-trick of the season.
We need a bit of luck at the moment, and we've had that bit of luck in a number of games, and hopefully we might get that bit of luck again and get that goal that might get us back into the game.
Yes, Brendan, time is running out here. But as Dennis said, he'll probably play 4 or 5 minutes for injuries.
but it's Freshford on the attack again now, and it's a very dangerous looking ball in around the square. But one DC battling for it inside, Kilkenny forward has it, and he hits it over the bar. Point for Kilkenny to put 5 points between the sides again. It looks like, Brendan, every time we get a score, they can go back up the field and get another one.
Freshford seems to have their tails up at the moment, and they're in the driving seat. And it's not looking good for Artfield, to be honest, at the moment. And we need something special to happen now in order to be able to win this game.
Okay, Brendan.
There's another substitution there, Patrick Griffin. It's great to see Patrick after all his loyal years playing with the club. Kept involved when things weren't going as well maybe as they have in the last 12 months. Patrick was always there. So it's nice to see him getting a run in this All-Ireland final.
So the play out here in the centre of the field. Seamus McCarthy goes for the number 10 for Freshford has it, and he pucks it in around the square. A dangerous looking ball, but it's caught inside, cleared out by Sean McCarthy, I think, out to James O'Driscoll. He gives it to Michal McCarthy. Michal clears it down the field. Batted down there by Freshford, and they're on Freshford on the attack again, but it's caught by Michal McCarthy, and he flicks it out to Kevin O'Brien, to Patrick Griffin, and Patrick hits it into Alan Tobin. Freshford have it again, number 17 has it and clears it up the field. And that ball is 15 and over the bar for another point for Freshford. That's 6 points between the sides now, and time running out. Yes, this side from Kilkenny seem to be finishing very well. They're playing a lot of hurling in the last, playing very good hurling in the last 5 minutes, Dennis.
They are. They've got some very good points there from halfway through the second half. I think it's a great credit to Artfield to lose your full-back in the first half, lose your midfielder, even though Kevin came back on and he's trying very hard and won a couple of good balls there since he came back, but he's not half as mobile as he should be, and he's carrying that leg pretty badly. But typical of the spirit of the men he's playing on and playing quite well, but not at his brilliant best, obviously.
Okay, Dennis. One of the Freshford players getting a bit of attention at the moment. Just got a slight knock there in the centre of the field. And play will resume with a free in for Freshford. Number 13 is taking this one. And he pucks it in around the square. Seamus McCarthy is going out there to clear it, and he comes out along the line and passes across to Shane O'Driscoll, and he puts St. James into the attack with the ball down, but this ball is caught by the corner back there for Freshford, and number 17 has it now, and he clears it up the field to the number 15 who's heading goalwards, and he hits it just wide. Ball back out here again, out in the centre. Mark Evans going for it. Cleared up there by Freshford, up to number 10. And he pucks it across, and it's another wide ball for Freshford. Freshford seem to be on top at the moment, Dennis. We seem to have another steam in the centre of the field.
Yeah, they seem to have their tails up at the moment. I think we'll have to come back from here. Time is running out. Fair play to our lads, and they never gave up. There was a couple of high balls there went in. Kieran for once was beaten there inside, a great catch by the full-back, but he's played his heart out like them all.
Okay, Dennis, and Freshford on the attack again. Number 15 has it, and it's another wide for Freshford.
No, maybe, but I just mentioned the Freshford number 15. He looks like a very good hurler and everything. But it's a pity for Freshford's point of view. He has lost an awful lot of scores, and if he had clicked today, and if he had used his head a bit and used a bit of his guile, he could have ended up getting 4 or 5 points.
Okay, Brendan. Ball over around the centre here again, and picked up by Patrick Griffin, blocks it down there. Ball is flicked into Damien Dooley, and he flicks it in around the square. But the goalkeeper has it and passes it out to the cornerback here on the side of the field, and he clears it down the field again to put Freshford on the attack. But Micheál McCarthy has it and ran into a heavy challenge there in the centre.
It hasn't been a dirty game. But there has been a few heavy challenges. That was an extra heavy challenge there at a time that there was no real need for it. Hawley has been coming into actually his best period in the game has probably been for the last 10 minutes, and a time has run out for us, but unfortunately.
Brendan, I think number 11 is lucky to survive there. He was booked in the first half, and he's a big strong lad, and he's a bit over physical in the challenge.
Okay, the free is for St. James's to be taken by Damon O'Donovan, and this one should land in around the square. Hot inside by Patrick Griffin, and he heads goalwards and hits a short one in, but it's caught inside by the Freshford player and cleared out. Only serves Paul O'Sullivan. Paul has it now, and he crosses it in, shot blocked down and cleared out. But serves Shane O'Driscoll, who gives it to Kevin O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien just turns it on and hits a short one in and goes harmlessly wide on the left-hand side of the post.
I think that's probably our last chance maybe of a goal. It was hitting around the square all right, but it just carried too much and went wide.
Brilliant pitch there by Patrick Griffin. Man, you wouldn't associate with being having that, has been one of our more skillful players, but it's absolutely wonderful what he catch and the way he hit that ball. So.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Brendan. I think all the substitutions have worked very well. Sandro Leary came on there at cornerback. He's scurrying around all over the field as well and playing quite well. James O'Driscoll is after a very good game since his introduction early in the game.
Ball on the far side of the field now as Freshford on the attack, but it's hit in and it's put over the bar for another very good point for Freshford. The scoreline now reads Freshford 2-18, St. James's 3-8. And they get another score for Freshford. Some good players here. Some good score. So it's all over here in Rahina. The Kilkenny team from Kilkenny were a bit sharper on the day, Dennis.
They were a bit sharper there, particularly in the second half. As Brendan referred to it earlier, when they got ahead, they seemed to get that extra bit of confidence. I believe they're a reasonably young team, and they have an intermediate team in the club as well. So these fellas will be looking for their place on that in years to come. So I think they were reasonably young. It was a pity we couldn't have found the net maybe early in the second half, because they didn't look very comfortable in the first half, even though their forwards were always playing well. But our crowd, our players and selectors and the whole entourage can be absolutely thrilled with their performance all year. There were some very good performances out there again today. As I say, Fish Finbar, Fish McCarthy and Kevin O'Brien and Conor Hagerty, I hope they're not seriously injured, but they all play their heart out, and great credit due to everyone involved in this team. They've been going now a little bit tired, maybe there too in the last 10 minutes. They're hurling with 12 months now between hurling and football last year, because most of these chaps are playing football as well. So it was a great year. It was a pity we just couldn't crown it with the All-Ireland title, but they can be extremely proud of their year's hurling and all the enjoyment. And throughout the winter, you normally have very boring Sundays in the winter time, wet long Sundays in the evening. And we're joined here now by Marty, and I'd like to extend my congratulations. We just fell a bit short in the second half, But again, I'm extremely proud of each and every one of our players anyway. So I'll hand it back to Pat. Thank you.
Well, Marty, well done. The Kilkenny lads were too good for us in the end.
Well, thanks very much, lads. Yeah, sure we did. I said at half time we tightened up a bit defensively, and forwards were going well all the time. And that kind of a game it suits us, and it was open enough in the middle of the room. We have some nippy lads, So we're thrilled. Great win and great start to the year for us now.
They did indeed, and they got some great scores there in the second half. Some long-range points from out on the far side of the field there.
They did, and the difference, I suppose, was that we weren't conceding. It wasn't being pegged back by goals, and that gave us a bit of leverage there. And they did. There's some good hurlers on it, and it's great for them. Delighted now, yeah.
Well, congratulations
Thanks
again,
very
Marty.
much, lads. Thank you. I want to say hard luck to Hartfield, and maybe somewhere along the line we'll meet him again.
Yes, indeed, Marty.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us down here, lads. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Brendan, your thoughts after the game?
I suppose I'll have to concur with what Dennis has said and what Murty has said. The main difference in the second half from their point of view, as he said, was that they weren't conceding the goals and they were scoring the points. And I also have to what Dennis said about they seemed to get their tails up when they got ahead, and they seemed to get the confidence. But while we were ahead in the first half, and while we were ahead, we were every bit as good as them. It's just that we were unfortunate with our injuries.
That's right.
And but because if we could have stayed that bit ahead of them, we probably could have actually sneaked it in the finish. Our lads seem to show greater spirit than them, like even when we were behind. So it's a pity.
Yes, indeed.
It's a pity. If we hadn't got the injuries and things like that, we might have kept on top of them.
Game.
And if we had kept, I'd say if it had been a closer game, or if we had been maybe level or a point ahead maybe in the last 3 minutes, I'd say we probably would have won it. Our character would have showed, we probably would have won it. But unfortunately, they got that bit ahead of us, and they had good forwards, and they were impossible to stop in the finish. But great credit to all the players, and great credit to the mentors. They've done a great job, and it is a fantastic achievement in All-Ireland final. But sure, hopefully, you'd never know. They might be back in the Junior 1 next year in the All-Ireland, and you'd never know. Nobody thought to be in an All-Ireland final this year, so how do we know? Who's to say?
That's right,
we might be back in another one.
So that's it from Rahina. We say congratulations again to Freshford from Kilkenny for their win, and we say commiserations to St. James's. And even though they didn't win, they gave us a great year, and we're all proud of them.
I'd just like to say there, hopefully that the injuries will heal up, because I see Kieran Hagerty here across from me. We'll be seeing him again in a fortnight's time when they play Clonakilty in the Junior 1 Championship. So I hope our players recover from their injuries. To lose a full-back and a midfielder and one of the forwards, it definitely affected our performance, and the stop-start and the injuries there in the second half, it upset the rhythm of the game a bit. But there was a very good last quarter hour in the game, and it takes two teams to make a good game, and I'd just like to congratulate Freshford on their victory again, and hopefully we'll be ready for Clonakilty in a couple of weeks' time in the Junior 1 Championship. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. So again, from Rahina, that's it for today, and we'll keep hurling anyway in West Cork.
Captain of the Freshford team. Hartfield, please, come on for the... Hartfield, please, we have runners-up presentations too. PJ. What is PJ?
PJ!
PJ, the key in the dressing room, PJ. Right, hey. PJ, you over here. Hartfield, please, we want Hartfield to make the presentation, please. Hartfield, please, for the presentation. Right, please, we'll make the Hartfield presentation first. Could we have the Hartfield team, please? Hartfield, Right, they're coming, please. We have Damien Dooley and his team. Please, come on. Right, Damien Dooley, please. Yeah.
I won't delay. There's 3 presentations to be made to the winners, to the runners-up and the referee presentation. But a few words beforehand is I'd like to congratulate both teams on a cracking game of hurling played in a sporting fashion. They did all deserve a round of applause, both teams. I would like to thank our own field committee for the preparation in the field and the way and the condition they had in. I'd also like to thank John McGrath and his staff for the fine job they did in the game. A round of applause, please.
Now we have runners-up trophies, and Damien Dooley will call out the. Right.
General Donovan. James O'Driscoll. Ty Griffin. Seamus McCarthy. Donegan McCarthy. Sean McCarthy. Boomer McCarthy. Kevin Donovan. Dennis Fitz. Stephen Kearns. Conor Haggerty. Sorry. Kevin O'Brien.
He's jumping on, he's just jumping on the game.
Could we have a round of applause for the art field team, please? Now we call on John to accept the cup on behalf of St. Lachtain. Well played, smashing game, well done there.
Not very good Irish, but I give it a go anyway. Tá ná sor ar an seo blacha ar St. Lachtain's. before I thank a few people, I'd like to dedicate this cup on behalf of my grandmother who passed away 2 weeks ago. She was a great influence in my hurling, and I know I will, she's up and down with us today. First of all, I'd like to thank Kilkenny Hurling Club for inviting us down for this competition. Special junior hurling, there's not much of a difference between special junior and junior proper lads. You seen the hurling there today. It was fought in a good manner, good spirit. And I'd like to thank St. James's for a great game. I'd like to thank our selectors, Richie Costello and Ray Nolan. They've been telling us all year that we were good enough to win the county final. When we were invited into this, they told us we were good enough to win this. So we came out and we done it. Well done, lads. I'd like to thank Jim Arnell. He's been with us all year as well, bringing the water and medic. That's all I like to say. That's all I'm saying now is 3 cheers for St. James's. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Right in goal we had the big guard from Mullingar, Thomas Delaney. At number 2 we had a tidiest hurling you'll see around for the size, Jim Costello. The man with the big heart, Jamie Kennedy. The man made of steel, Noel Welch. The lad that has never a few short words to say, Mark Kavanagh. Big man, centre back, Kevin Dalton. One for the future, Johnny Fitz. Lad with all the running, Noel McGree. Full of energy, John Dooley. Mark Nolan. Martin Power. Keane Waldron. Nisha Waldron. Ollie O'Connor. Davy Martin. Tommy Kennedy. John Paul Kavanagh. William Welch. Michael Farrell. Noel Maher. And last but not least, Pat Morrissey. Pat Hickey, sorry. Liam Darcy.
are the man of the match award. Noel Rodriguez. Noel Rodriguez.
Come on, Noel, smile.